Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming today. We have 6 minutes on the
Thank you, everyone. We are happy to have Danielle Warilla, who will be leading us today through our ceremony as she makes her way up to the podium. Thank you very much, Danielle.
Good afternoon. My name is Danielle Warla, and I will be your Master of Ceremonies today. It is my pleasure to welcome you to the commencement ceremony for the class of 2021. Please stand or remain standing and remove your hats and welcome Emma Schwab to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for a moment of silence. Thank you. You may be seated.
Thank you, Emma. Ladies and gentlemen, we are lucky to live in a great country with many freedoms. To honor America and in respect for all who have served this great country and defend our freedoms, please remain standing for our national anthem, the Star-Spangled Banner, performed by the EWG Honors Brass Quintet featuring seniors Mercedes Brooks, Katie Boss, Lauren Boss, and Caleb Cranston under the direction of Mr. Greg Charest. Please be seated. Thank you, Mr. Charest and our brass quintet. At this time, please welcome our superintendent, Mr. James Aronakis, to bring greetings.
Greetings, families, friends, honored guests, and most importantly, our 2021 graduates. Graduation Day is always a time filled with excitement and pride, a time for us to celebrate all that has led you to this day and an opportunity to dream about what lies ahead. This graduation day is especially gratifying. The fact that we can be together, the fact that you can physically receive your diploma, the fact that we can see your smiles, and the smiles of your loved ones, these small events remind us all that we should never take our freedoms and our opportunities for granted. If I have learned one thing over the past year and a half, it is that when we come together with a common purpose, when we share collective responsibility for achieving our goals, when we learn to listen to multiple and often opposing perspectives, and when we open our minds and allow ourselves to consider strategies for making things happen in ways that have never been tried before, we can achieve what might have previously been considered impossible. What an incredible lesson in the face of unprecedented disruption and trauma. While our world has witnessed many amazing stories of resilience and humanity over these past months, we are also living in times of tremendous unrest and polarization. In many ways, our nation can be viewed as fragile, yet full of promise. You have an incredible foundation for your future success, even in the complex world we live in. I encourage you to take care of yourself, but to also remember that you are a small part of a greater community and an even greater nation. Do not underestimate the power of collective responsibility, listening, truly listening to the range of perspectives that exist on any given topic, resilience, and creative and flexible problem solving. These are actions that make a real difference. These are skills I know you possess, and this is why I remain hopeful and optimistic about our future. I could not be more proud of our schools, our staff, our families, and most importantly, the class of 2021. Congratulations on your remarkable achievement.
Thank you, Mr. Aronakis. Please welcome to the podium our principal, Mrs. Chandler.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone, and on behalf of the entire administrative team at EWG, the faculty, staff, I would like to welcome you all to this, I am so happy to say, in-person graduation for the class of 2021. I would like to begin by thanking, there's so many people, but I would like to begin by thanking Mrs. O'Brien, the high school secretary, for doing just about everything except cutting the grass to make this event happen. I would also like to thank Mr. Mastriani for being your class advisor for the last 4 years and having to navigate a difficult last year and a half in particular. Thank you is not enough, though, for two educators, Mrs. Winter and Mrs. Wilmot, who worked practically around the clock for many months to help so many of the seniors meet their capstone requirement. Thank you is not enough. They have no idea how much we appreciate that. Each student honored here today has completed a rigorous program of studies that goes beyond the required 20 academic credit standard of the Rhode Island Department of Education. Many have gone beyond 30. Many will find in their diplomas today seals of biliteracy, commissioner's seals, and pathway distinction seals. All have completed a senior capstone under some really difficult and unusual circumstances, as well as being the first class to have done a community service requirement for graduation. This class is prepared for whatever direction in life they choose to go. They have dealt with a very difficult junior and senior year, and guys and gals, you did it with class. Thank you. We had hoped that the 2021 school year would have and could have been like normal years of past. Of course, it wasn't. We needed to do some things very different, and oftentimes those things were very annoying in trying to follow Rido guidance. For example, we missed having Emma Schwab do our announcements like usual, although we did get to hear her voice one last time this week as the seniors said goodbye to their time here at EWG. Instead, we got to have Mr. Anthony wake us up each day with reading one of our core values, giving us a bit of history, and then on with the announcements. In keeping with that Mr. Anthony history theme, did you know back in the years 2002 and 2003, there were some really interesting things that happened? Did you know that the do not call list was started, which of course is working so well? The Patriots beat the Rams in the Super Bowl that year, that time. The reality show, The Bachelor, made its debut. Yeah. But the most important thing that was happening around that time was your parents bringing you guys into this world. To your families, that time was a little busy and probably seems like so long ago. It is never easy to raise children, and even though we are adults, we're not perfect by any means, so mistakes are made along the way, and getting to this point, I'm sure, had many bumps, especially the last few months. But here you are, and I would like to read for you just one last time one of our core values that is important to me. And I want you to think about this, because I think about your class when I hear it every day. Well, I don't know how many days that Mr. Anthony would spring it on us. But on our core value is kindness. And kindness is the quality of being friendly, generous, and considerate. You can show someone kindness by being helpful, showing appreciation by saying thank you, lending or sharing with others, and being able to apologize when you've been hurtful to others. One of your classmates, Nick Fabre, in his yearbook quoted American philosopher Dr. Wayne Dyer and out of the children's book Wonder. And he chose, and I love it, and it was my inspiration today. And it said, if you have the choice between being right and being kind, choose being kind. I will miss Nick and his kind spirit and his upbeat personality. I hope you will all choose to be kind when the opportunity arises. It seems to come natural to you and to your families and your classmates. I can't help but think of, over the many years, Patrick Galloway's mom, out of just kindness, put in for a grant for this high school in a quiet way every year just to be kind. Or Josh Capwell's mom, that took care of our basketball team this year by purchasing warm-ups for the boys, just to be kind. I think of Nick Jenks, and for the record, that would be Jenks. Got that? Okay. Who took time out of his day to write me his thoughts and then sat with me in the hopes of making our school and me as principal just a little better with his ideas for me to reflect upon. Thank you. Being kind is so easy. Sometimes it just takes a moment out of your day to chit-chat with the principal out by the vending machine, like Misty and Haley and Sam and Abby and Sean and Peter and so many others. Or Andrew Glosson, who stood just about every single day with me at the end of the day, when the weather was nice, of course, holding one of the doors open for the students so they could easily exit the school at the end of the day. Or indulging me to just call out one of the coolest names and sweetest young men, Omo Balaji. Every day, and just giving me the best smile and greeting right on back, even though I know I was probably driving him crazy. Or Emily Jetson, who would let me know every single week when Survivor would be on by that famous headband that she would adjust for me, even though I know she didn't want to, but she did. And then there is a student who has really been kind and generous and has promised me forever, since his freshman year, a brand new car, plus $1 in the glove compartment when he is rich and famous. And I know he will be. Right, Kevin David? Thank you. I can't wait. I'm going to say I knew you when. Some students even made me cry with their kindness when they left me such thoughtful cards. To Sam, Chris, Emily, and so many others, thank you for taking the time to think of me. Your children are the highlight of my day, and I cannot thank you enough for sharing them with me for the last 4 years. As you all become a member of the EWG alumni, I encourage you to continue to show kindness. It is free, it doesn't cost 1 penny, and is so easy to do. As stated in another quote from Wonder, the best way to measure how much you've grown isn't by inches or the number of laps you can run around the track or even your grade point average, though those things are important to be sure. It's what you've done with your time, how you've chosen to spend your days, and whom you've touched this year. You have all touched my heart in so many ways and given so much to the school, to each other, and to me. Class of 2021, you are resilient, patient, and in a very special class, as was so evident in the last few months of your senior year. Thank you, families, so much for your support. To the class of 2021, thank you from the bottom of my heart. I hope you never lose your kind spirit. You are such a special group, and I wish you the very, very best. Congrats.
Thank you, Mrs. Chandler. Now, to address the class, our salutatorian, Thomas Carroll.
Okay. Yes. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the commencement ceremony for the Exeter West Greenwich High School class of 2021. I would like to start by thanking all of the teachers, staff, administration, families, and my fellow classmates at EWG High School for these past 4 years. I know that it hasn't been easy for many people during this past year and a half with COVID. It is difficult to continue to work hard in school during a global pandemic, but we've done it. I found that the hardest part of it was definitely being unable to be with friends and classmates. Although some teachers may have found it challenging to say the least, I felt they have done an excellent job changing course to virtual learning. I mean, it's not easy trying to teach a bunch of high schoolers through a Zoom call, so I applaud all of their hard work. Even before COVID, our teachers did a great job guiding us through these past 4 years, and this high school experience would not have been possible without their efforts. In the classroom, I've learned about human nature from Mrs. Wilmot, past mistakes in history with future implications from Mrs. Hartley, the complexities of experimentation from Mr. Savoy, and how kindness is the greatest teaching method from Mrs. Malone and Mrs. Crom. EWG has allowed me to grow and learn so much outside of the classroom as well. It was from an assembly in school that I learned about a summer internship program to which I decided to apply. That internship program solidified my future goals and changed my life in ways I could not have imagined. It was through school that I joined track and cross country and pushed my limits physically and mentally. In the sustainability club, I grew the most out of anything I've ever participated in my life. Our members have learned more about environmental issues and how to make an actual difference in a real-world problem. And finally, jazz band made me realize that I really could wake up early enough to get into a school for a 6:30 a.m. practice, at least most of the time. The skills that we have learned these past years have prepared us to enter a new chapter in our lives. Remember that no matter what you do moving forward, you must strive to make a positive impact on yourself, those around you, and the world. We may be graduating, but we are just one more step into our educational journey. As sad as it is, this might be the last time I see many of you as we go on our own journeys. When we do go on to our separate journeys, focus on what makes you happy while making a positive impact on the world. Our own personal happiness is just part of the puzzle. We must do our part to make the world a better place. Our choices have cascading consequences, for better or worse. We can't just expect that the world will just naturally progress to embracing equality, freedom, and environmental causes without our active involvement. We have to ensure that the future we build makes tomorrow better than today. I believe that we are in a unique position to change society due to our shared struggles as of late. COVID-19 has shown us that there will be unexpected struggles and challenges in life. If you take away anything from this past year and a half, we must help those struggling, especially those who might be reluctant to share their problems, and be brave enough to reach out for help when we ourselves are struggling. As we continue on to our next phase in life, I hope that we can take the lessons learned from our shared experience and continue to show strength and resilience to provide a helping hand to those in need and to treat others as we would like to be treated, with empathy and compassion. This high school experience wasn't easy, but I suspect this isn't the last of our challenges. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. Life will be full of unexpected twists and turns, good and bad, and that's what makes it special and worthwhile. The EWG class of 2021 has made its way through the storm, and we are ready to face the future, whatever it brings. Thank you, and best of luck to everyone in the class of 2021.
Thank you, Tommy. Bringing greetings from the class of 2021, presented by Fidelity Brand.
Okay, hello everybody. It has been 4 very long, very assignment-filled years, and now we are here, which is I'm very thankful for that. Now, before I get into anything, I want us to give a hand to all the parents, teachers, and community members, and anyone else you can think of that's helped us make us this far, because there's more of them than we've ever known. So. Do you guys remember what it was like the first time we actually came into the senior high? Way back when in 8th grade, our advisories. I don't know about you guys, but I was very lost the first time. I did not, the 2 floors, it was rough. We came in here as fresh 9th graders, and now we are quite literally graduating. Thinking back over everything really just feels like a blink in time for me, and it is my job today to help us reminisce a bit about that time. And one of the first things I remembered was our first Spirit Week pep rally that we had, when we came in and we absolutely destroyed the seniors at basketball under all odds. And I think there's still toilet paper in the rafters from the class of 2020 from that pep rally. There is so much power in this class. When we got into high school, it felt like we were really about to start something new and exciting. And I think there's something so special about all of us gathered here today. I remember even back when in sophomore year, Mr. Hamlin was calling us the last good class, but I don't think the others can be that bad. But today we are moving on. Some of us are going separate ways, some of us are going to the same colleges, some are going into the military, some are going across the country, and some are just going to work. And no matter what path you're going down, as long as you're doing something that makes you happy and that really gives you drive and hits that chord in your core, you're doing what's right for you. Our lives are only really just beginning. We've only been alive 18 years, so we've got so much more to experience. We might not be together all the time anymore for all that time left, but the memories and bonds we've made over the years will last our entire lives. I will remember kids slipping out of windows, our awful abilities to fundraise, a prom in the courtyard, and who could forget the days where Thomas Kilday would randomly show up in a kilt. We've grown so much over the years, both academically and emotionally. If we had conversations with our 9th grade selves, I think we would cringe unbelievably. I did a deep dive into what was happening, the big things in 2017, and some of the things I found were the dancing hot dog meme, Despacito, and Gucci Gang. Yeah. I also found out that the guy that made the pen, pineapple, apple, pen video literally met Trump, which is insane to think about this random viral YouTube star that met the newly inaugurated president. And I think that really shows you how fast your life can change in the grand scheme of things. But now we're going out into the real world, and we're about to experience everything in such a different way than we have up until this point. And no matter how different the people are that are sitting next to you at this very moment, everyone's hearts and minds are linked right now. We've spent 4 years together, growing, learning, leading down all of our winding paths, only to meet right back up here as one. And after this, who knows who you'll still talk to in this class. But for right now, despite our differences, we are one. Thank you, and congratulations for making it here.
Thank you, Fidelity. Please welcome to the podium our valedictorian, Peter Muhich.
Thank you, Sam. All right, just a second, everybody. I'm just going to go ahead and wipe down just a tribute to the last desk we wiped down this year. So here we go. All right. Hello, and congratulations to the, oh boy. Here we go again. Congratulations to the class of 2021. To Superintendent Aronakis, Principal Chandler, Assistant Principal Anthony, members of our school committee, teachers, families, and all 2021 graduates, thank you for making this year possible. We have come a long way, and I'm honored to be speaking before you today. I must admit, I find it very ironic to be in this position. I'm not typically one for ceremony or tradition. Dressing up, giving speeches, taking pictures has always felt extremely unnatural to me. Nonetheless, one day I found myself here and realized it was my turn to fulfill this tradition. So it is great if, like most people, you treasure these moments. But for me, tradition sometimes feels like little more than a check in the box or a cliche we feel obligated or even entitled to imitate. When you mindlessly pursue some tradition, it feels like sometimes you run the risk of subjecting yourself to the same normality as everyone else. It can dilute the meaning of celebration. It can be confining, as if a higher authority is telling you, okay, you're only allowed to have fun on this 3-day weekend or this holiday. And it can even be destructive. As Voltaire proves in Candide, we are inheriting far from the best of all possible worlds. Through Candide, he refutes the traditional idea held among fellow philosophers that the world of humans must be perfect. In our lifetime, we will be inheriting destructive traditions of environmental degradation, racism, sexism, homophobia, and xenophobia, and it will be our generation's responsibility to end them. Now that was depressing, but here we go. So Voltaire offers us a simple solution. We must tend our own garden. We must work to improve what's in our control or in our own domains. It advocates a sort of individualism and an individual's compassion for humans and the earth. In another sense, it means to follow your own passions. I've learned in high school that playing every sport or being in every club is far less valuable in the real world than becoming involved with what you truly care about. So with that in mind, and now that you know my distaste for speeches, I will begin breaking tradition and tending my own garden now. The following is a series of incoherent and out-of-context memories I've gathered from over the years. First, to quote Sam Bresky, in the words of Mrs. Millar, the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. To Mr. Charest, we once formed a cult of personality around an abandoned cheese stick. Pour madame, bon weekend, mangez tout votre pamplemousse. Yes, out of context, yes, that's the point. All right. To Mr. Walsh, what we really wanted was rivets. By heaven, rivets. Rivets I wanted. There were cases of them down at the coast. You kicked a loose rivet at every second step in that station yard. You could fill your pockets with rivets without the trouble of stooping down. To Johnny Depp, we revived Rango. And to all graduates, apple cider vinegar is indeed a cure for senioritis. Yes, Sam. All right. So perhaps the most untraditional experience we've had is the last 15 months. So in leading us to this point, I would like to thank our administration and our maintenance staff for keeping us safe and able to attend school in person. Also, on that, thank you to our teachers and parents for empowering us with the knowledge we need for our futures in spite of the many technical difficulties and schedule changes we've endured. And thank you finally to the class of 2021 for making the best out of the circumstances of this year. Let's see what else. Oh, thank you to my family. Appreciate that a lot. Go Bills, that's another one. Go Bills, yeah, all right. So in spite of all the pandemic has done in forcing upon us an untraditional end to high school, it has made me appreciate school and specifically EWG more than I ever have. And has made me tend my garden by improving what I can control. So in the next few days, celebrate as you would like, and in the days that follow, have compassion for the earth, have compassion for fellow humans, and do not be afraid to break tradition. Now go forth and tend your gardens. Thank you.
Thank you, Peter. And now the moment we have been waiting for. Please welcome back our principal, Mrs. Chandler, to present the diplomas to the class of 2021.
Grace Albritton. Jacqueline Altieri. Amber Arnold. Andrew Aguirre. Christian Battistel. Baruch Yosef Beauregard. Caitlin Boss. Lauren Boss. Ariana Boxman. Fidelity Brand. Samantha Braun. Samuel Bresky. Garrett Brewer. Mercedes Brooks. Jacob Bross. Ellie Button. Justin Cabral. Abigail Kane. Samantha Canuel. April Capwell. Joshua Capwell. Evan Carlson. Thomas Carroll. Skylar Churnside. Sydney Churnside. Jacob Clausen. Sean Couture. Caleb Cranston. Emma Kersey. Caitlin DeAndrea. Emma Darcy. Jack Darcy. Kevin David. Zaire Davis. Christopher Dubois. Tyler Dufour. Caitlin Duska. Sonia Ekloff. Malcolm Emery. Nicholas Fabre. Nicholas Ferrante. Hunter Ferreira. Jillian Foley. Patrick Galloway. Sophia Gantz. Ali Garcia. Andrew Glosson. Ryan Golding. Vincent Greco. Madison Grumbach. Christina Hackney. Hannah Hampton. Emerson Hart. Megan Hartley. Michael Hazelwood. Matthew Healy. Calvin Hebert. Cecile Hemphill. Guillermo Hernandez. Kyle Holm. Victoria Howley. Preston Jacob. Alex Jardin. Emily Jedson. Nicholas Jenks. Veronica Johannes. Cameron Kiernan. Thomas Kilday. Lauren LaPlume. Christopher Lawler. Emma Lawrence. Haley Lesneski. Jonathan Lucier. Ethan Maculin. Nicholas Massa. Brendan McCaughey. Samantha McCullough. Marcos Mendoza Cabrera. Maya Messier. Misty Mitchell. Joshua Morgan. Dylan Morley. Braden Mossy. Peter Muhich. Tyler Mumford. Arthur Murphy. Connor Nichols. Omabalaji Alawuyi. Gavin Paraso. Karina Pixoto. Daniel Perez Torres. Grace Pedraza. Tara Potenza. Kian Purcell. Caleb Racine. Andrew Ray. Haley Jo Reese. Eric Robinson. Morgan Rojas. Kerry Rose. Benjamin Ruggieri. Candace Rush. Eleanor Rusk. Roy Rusk. Kristen Russell. Samantha Russell. Emily Schutz. Emma Schwab. Carissa Sherman. John Susi. Nicholas Squayo. Darius St. Martin. Jacob Stone. Samantha Trainer. Egan Usler. Andrew Walker. Danielle Warilla. Ryan Weeks. Abigail Whalen. John White. Bryn Wilbur. Arvin Young. Alyssa Zampa.
We welcome back Fidelity Brands back to the stage to lead the class of 2021 in the turning of their tassels from right to left and becoming official EWG alumni. This concludes the ceremony, and we ask that you allow the graduates to process back to the upper campus, where they will remain to meet their families and friends. Congratulations, class of 2021.
Danielle. I know. We were all like, who left their room? Almost every one of us took it for you.